What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius Leviathan Prophecy. And as you can see, I'm drinking some. Anyways, like, okay, so I was watching First Take as I usually do. Uh, I watched First Take and Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna shy away from both. You know, like not shy, but I'm not gonna watch one 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 TV show and not the other. You know what I'm saying? I think both TV shows are great in their own right. You know what I'm saying? But I was watching First Take today, and Stephen A. Smith at it again, talking about how Rondo, the absence of Rondo is gonna affect. Hold on, let me. I'm still be talking. I just gotta charge my tablet. The absence of Rondo is going to affect the Lakers. Now it's true. No, Avery Bradley is not there no more. Rondo, he's probably out for, they say, 6 to 8 weeks. Avery Bradley's out. I think they got Cook and Caruso. You know what I'm saying? So unless they can find a last minute, signing, you know what I'm saying? Like probably like sign somebody off the street, Deontay West, knock on wood. Now I'm just playing. But yo, I mean, why not Mario Chalmers? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's been with LeBron James for 2 years, I believe, for 3 years in Miami. So he has a pretty good chemistry of of damn stupid fly of what it takes. But the last time I saw Mario Chalmers, I believe he was in Memphis. So I think he's still on the contract with the Grizzlies. So because they was asking him who is a better leader between Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. And Dwayne Wade, I mean, and Mario Chalmers said, "I'm just doing this because to let the fly out because they're allergic. They like light, so if they don't see no light, they'll probably go somewhere else. So I'm just gonna close the light. Or you know what? I'll go in the bathroom. Hopefully, I can do this shit fast. But yeah, but yeah, just put it this way. So yeah, damn it, hold on, y'all. Gotta get this fly out, man. But anyways, so with Rondo and Avery Bradley out, who's gonna be the Lakers point guard? And Stephen A. Smith is saying that with Rondo's absence, you could kiss the championship goodbye to the Lakers. And I said that the Lakers was not gonna win with Rondo, they were still not gonna win. So it doesn't necessarily, like, it's not gonna matter. Like, it's not gonna matter if Rondo is out or not. It's not gonna matter if Rondo is out or not because it's still not gonna affect how the matchup is going to be. Now, they're gonna lose a big piece of Rondo because Rondo helps everybody, you know, Rondo helps everybody, together. You know what I'm saying? Like he orchestrates the offense. You know what I'm saying? So probably LeBron James is gonna have to carry the point, which he's done in the past. We've seen him with Mario Chalmers being out. He had to carry the load at point guard. So or probably Danny Green. You know what I'm saying? But Danny Green is not a point guard. So uh, I just think that is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like Rondo is not. I mean, Rondo is great, but he's not what the Lakers need right now. Even if he was healthy right now, or if he's not healthy, still the Lakers need a third option, and that's Kyle Kuzma. If Kyle Kuzma can step up, because there was a lot of times where Kyle Kuzma put up 50 while AD and LeBron James was sitting out resting. So he's capable of putting 50 points. He's capable of having those 50-point type of games. You know what I'm saying? But while AD and LeBron James is on the court, he can't necessarily, shine the way he wants to. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I have to say. I still think the Clippers are going to sweep or probably just lose one game at away. No, probably lose one game at home against the Lakers and probably beat them 4-1 and advance to the NBA Finals. Because I don't know why people are just continuingly bashing the Clippers. Like the Clippers are no good. The Clippers are lame. The Clippers can't play. If you see it on paper, of course, the Clippers are better than the Lakers on paper. It don't even matter. Stats, you can throw stats out the window. You know what I'm saying? Production wise, the Clippers are better than the Lakers. The Lakers got too much injuries to overcome. AD, we don't know how 100% he is. He say he's 100%, but he can freaking mess up and tore a muscle in his elbow or something and be out 8 to 11 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron James with his cramping and like we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that people are overreacting to something that's not even remotely relevant. Like okay, we miss Rondo. Rondo's gonna be missing. You still got Caruso. You still got Cook. They're still point guards. They may not be point guards that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you could have brought in a Kemba Walker. You know what I'm saying? Like what if the Lakers made a buckbuster trade of trading Kyle Kuzma to the Boston Celtics. You know what I'm saying? In return to get a few draft picks. Lakers get a few draft picks plus Kemba Walker, and then Lakers give a few draft picks plus not Kemba Walker, Kyle Kuzma, and in return, you know what I'm saying, they get, Kemba Walker and a few draft picks. So each side is, even, you know what I'm saying? They could have done that. Because really right now the Lakers need a point guard. They really do. Like you can't tell Kyle Kuzma to be a point guard because he's not a point guard. He's a small forward. He can play a little bit of shooting guard, but he's a small forward. That's his natural position. So I think they should have went that route, and they didn't necessarily have to worry about, Rondo going down. Now that Rondo is going down, or now that Rondo went down, now, who's ever deep below that depth chart, whether it's Brandon Cook or whether it's Cook or whether it's Caruso, they're going to have to step up and fill that role, you know what I'm saying, until Rondo gets back. We don't know how long. We don't know if it's going to be in the beginning of the playoffs. We don't know if it's going to be at the end of the season because the season starts this month on the last day of July, and I believe it ends on October 12th. So that'll give Rondo 1, 2, three, four. So that'll give Rondo 4 months to recover. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all, excuse me, y'all can tell me what y'all think. Um, y'all can tell me what y'all think. Is Rondo absence is gonna affect the Lakers championship run? We've seen it before when Kyrie went out, plus when Kevin Love went out. We already saw what happened to the Cavaliers. They dismantled. You know what I'm saying? They fell apart. Same thing with Rondo. Same thing with the Lakers. Rondo may not be what he once was when he was with the Boston Celtics, but he's better than what they have right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't put JR at Smith. I mean, you can't put J.R. Smith. You can't put J.R. Smith at point guard. Even even though he can play point guard, even though he can play point guard, but I mean, you see where I'm going with this, right? So Stephen A. Smith is just kissing LeBron James' ass like he always does, saying that the Lakers without Rondo, there is no championship. Like there was no championship if Rondo was playing in the first place. If Rondo was playing in the first place, they still wouldn't win. I don't give a damn if Rondo was 1,000% healthy. They still wouldn't have won it. Now that Rondo is out, all hope is lost. Like the Lakers are done unless they can find some last minute replacement point guard. Then they have no chance in hell. Like Vince McMahon says, they have no chance in hell to win the championship, which they're not going to win it anyways if they somehow beat the Clippers in 7 games, which I don't think it's going to happen. I see the Clippers winning in 4 games. They probably, like I said again, the Lakers might probably win one at home, and then the rest, the Clippers are just going to blow them out. Simple as that. AD is going to get a lot of foul trouble. LeBron James is going to do what he does best, and pout and moan and I can't have curse in here. So, he's just going to do what he did when he was in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like separate himself from the bench. Don't be a team leader. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you would get, and that's what you get from LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you get from LeBron James. If everybody's winning, if everybody's getting buckets, yeah, it's all fine and dandy, right? But when LeBron James is losing, he takes it out on the teammates. He says, oh, it's your fault, or it's your fault. Or he separates himself from the other players, sitting all the way in the bench at the end with a towel over his head, like he did in a couple in the finals with the Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? So hope that he better not do it. He better not do it in L.A. He know better. Shit. You saw the news. You heard that time where they spray painted his L.A. home. They'll probably do much worse than that. You don't do that in L.A., LeBron. I'm not even an L.A. guy. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to L.A. I think it's a beautiful, state. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna be able to do what you did in Cleveland here. You either lose together or you win together. That's it. There's none of that what you do in Cleveland. Cleveland is a different. Cleveland, it's a mess. You know what I'm saying? Like all they can do is just burn your jersey and say, "I hate you." But if you do what you did in LA, well, if you did what you did in Cleveland and you bring it to LA, boy, they're gonna riot your house. They're gonna throw rocks at your house. They're gonna burn your house down. Cause LA fans are different from Cleveland fans, man. Like I know that from personal experience. 2 of my friends, one of them was a LA Lakers fan and the other one was a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. They'll say Cleveland Cavaliers fans, they'll let you off with a warning. like I said, they'll probably burn your jersey and say I hate you, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get over it. And then obviously you brought them a championship, right? So now that you're in LA, you can't really try that shit. Cause if you do, not only they gonna make it worse, they're gonna do something real bad. Like they might bring your ass down. They might like LA fans are nothing to mess with, man. Like they like they hold a secret bond with their team, man. Like especially Raiders fans. Like Raiders fans, they thick and thin with their team. LA fans, like you promised them a championship. 4 years LeBron James signed. Four. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years. So if you don't get it this year, you could get it the next year. If you don't get it the next year, you could get it the next year. If you don't get it the next year, then why did you come to LA? Was it a business decision? Or did you think that you can win a couple of championships and they all forget about Kobe Bryant and claim you as the king of LA? You know what I'm saying? Look past Shaq and claim you as the king of LA. Kobe, whether he's dead or he's still living, Kobe will still be the Lakers at heart. There's nobody that can replace Kobe Bryant. Not LeBron, not Kawhi, not Kevin Durant. Kobe's in a class of his own. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, listen, it wasn't the Lakers' year this year. Okay? With AD as a free agent next year, we don't know if he's going to resign. We don't know if the Lakers are going to throw a lot of money at him because he's still young. You know what I'm saying? Like they want him and LeBron James to work it out. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be like the Lakers don't want it to be like a one night stand. Okay, you're only here for this year, and then you bounce out and you go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? You form a big three somewhere else. Like you can either go to you can like AD can bounce and go to the Cavaliers. Not the Cavaliers. He can bounce out and go to the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Or he could bounce out and go to the Nets, or he can bounce around and go to the Bucks. So you got Chris Middleton, you got Giannis, and then obviously you got AD. So the Lakers, they got to make it happen right now, and especially talking about it. AD is not that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like once he makes up his mind, he's gonna leave LeBron James high and dry, just like LeBron James did in Miami. I mean, to Cleveland a few years ago. So LeBron James got to do everything in his power to make sure that AD is happy and AD can stay on this team. Because if he doesn't, obviously the Lakers are still going to advance to the playoffs. There's no doubt about it. But the question is, will AD leave the Lakers if they blow this up? Like I said before this training camp or before this free agents, they should have traded Kuzma. They should have traded Kuzma for a point guard, get some draft picks, you know what I'm saying, for this year, and then draft a point guard. But no, they decided to keep Kuzma because they thought Kuzma had potential. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you already traded Lonzo Ball, Evan Ingram to the Pelicans for draft picks. You know what I'm saying? I think, or probably for some cash. You know what I'm saying? And then now you still got Kuzma. Like what have Kuzma done since he got to the Lakers? Nothing. Or if he only having that 50+ point game that he had when LeBron James sat out with an injury, or was he resting and AD sat out with an injury. So that's the only memorable thing that I remember from Kyle Kuzma, having that 50, or I think it was 50 or 53+ point game that he had. Other than that, he hasn't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? So why keep him on the point guard? Now that Rondo's gone, look at you now. But you're like you can't trade no more anyways, so you would have to wake up. You would have to wait until next year to trade, right? So I mean, it is what it is, though. But you can let me know. Will this affect? Will this Rondo affect? Will this Rondo injury affect the Lakers moving forward? I think not. I think the Lakers will still be fine, but they're just not gonna get. They just not gonna be able to get the job done. Especially if they run into a team like the Mavericks with Luka and KP. You know what I'm saying? Or they run into who else is in the playoffs? Like a Miami Heat with Iggy and Jimmy Butler and stuff like that. Like they'll have hard times with teams that have multiple bigs that can switch. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can let me know, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. The road to 1K subscribers begin now.